So,
Good morning, sir. Namabuddha.
Namabuddha. So, having understood now the four Puttujana, then Sekha, then we looked at Arya, then we looked at Arhat. I don't think so. We need to again go back and look at all of that unless you have some questions. Otherwise, now we can get into the subject. So, we start with a Puttujana viewpoint on Patavi. Okay. Any questions before anybody has before we start? No questions. I'm very happy if you don't have questions. Yes, somebody has.
So in that element, there are multiple Arihant and Tathagat also various differentiate mentioned separately. So we're going to capture afterwards that question.
Once we go through this, we will take Tathagata. Otherwise, there's not much of difference you will find.
Okay.
That's only sutta where he differentiates the Tathagata. So I would like to do that after we are done, we have understood how a Sekha will work, how an Abhira will work, and how a Puttujana is, and then we can find out uh, about the Tathagata. Good. Anyone? Anyone else? Yes. Okay. So that wishing. Any questions from anyone? Okay. Now you know who is a Puttujana, so we don't have to go back understanding who is a Puttujana. Right, so we have done all of that. We've understood. Now, what is Earth? What do you think is Earth? You don't have to read the sutta. I want your experience on Earth. I'm not interested in looking at it and saying, he perceives Earth as in Earth and this and that. I don't want that.
Everything is a solid, is a perceived as a, or the hard is perceived as a like a bone or something. Kesa, Nama.
No, Bobs. We are talking now from Puttujana perspective. You don't bring Buddha. Okay. Now, if you are in Buddha Dhamma, what is Earth?
Earth is this water where we stay in this planet.
No, sir. Anybody else who would like to answer? Yes, Mangala.
It's Apo, Tejo, Vayu, all together.
No. Come on. Yeah, now going back on we have discussed so much on Dhamma, now you are going to talk all about that. I'm talking from a normal person. I'm a normal person.
Okay.
Each one of us are normal people only. Only thing is that we have got some Buddha Dhamma. But what's Earth?
Solid material on which we live with water and air around.
Okay, solid, fine. Yes, Bobby?
Virasi, it is all the like solid objects. The Puttujana sees it actually names it. It says this thing is Vilas or this thing is.
Wait for a second, Bobby, Puttujana names it, Sotapanna names it, and Anagami also names it, Arhat also names it.
And it considers that object as mine, and it considers it is.
No, I'm not wanting from the sutta, Bobby. I'm talking about a normal people like we are normal people. We only know Buddha Dhamma, but what is Earth?
All living creatures, also animals, plants, and rocks, solids, all the creatures on the planet also, and material things. Together, we can say constitute the earth.
No. Yeah, Shruti, go ahead.
It is a place to enjoy and retreat.
Okay, fine. Yes, Gopal Krishna.
It is nature, Guruji.
Nature, okay, sort of right. Not yet. Very simple. Earth experience is stability. Simple. You feel stable because of earth. If there is a quake in the earth, then you fear. Otherwise, there is no fear. So you'll find ground where it is stable. So if you want to construct something, you'll find stability. Yes or no? So earth represents stability, it represents fullness, it represents constancy, it represents always being available. All the houses are built on earth. The place where you are sitting, you wouldn't sit if it were not to be stable. So when we consider earth, earth is stable. Yes or no? Or you have any disagreement, we can discuss. Not an issue. So if we make cars, if we make trains, if we make anything, we look at stability. And the stability will only be provided by earth. No other element can provide stability. If your body were to move or drop off or were to become into pieces, what will be your state? Since it doesn't happen, it's stable. This sutta shakes your foundation of whatever you have understood on Dhamma. Now let's discuss on earth. That's the reason I am saying that it is not less than so many months by the time we finish this 24. On Uniputtu Jana, then we have to come to the trainee, then we have to go to Arhat, then we'll go to Tathagata. So just imagine how many months we will be on this MN1. Right, so now what's your experience of earth in terms of stability? I've given you the answer. Now you tell me what are the experiences you have when you see the stability.
We perceive it as permanent.
That's fine, but what are the experiences you are going to have when something is stable? Yeah, permanent is fine, but what permanent of what?
Not moving, not no motion.
Yeah, no motion, that's correct, but of what?
things made from earth.
Yeah, you are made of earth only. Your body is made of earth. What else is made up of? So what's your experience?
It feels like it's always there. It never goes away.
That's correct, but what's the experience? Bobby also said permanence. Agreed. Yes, Sally. Yeah, you can hold it, you can do whatever you want to do with it, but what's the experience of it?
Touch.
That's correct, Bobby, but what's the experience of it? You are touching, agreed. What's the experience of it?
It is hard like a rock.
No.
Everything in it comes from the earth, and it's like mother. It gives you everything, and then it takes you also.
Yes, we are going to come to the mothers. Just hang on for a second, but let's understand what is the experience you get if something is stable. Let's say something is stable. So what?
And the spectrum of softness to hardness.
No, Bobby, again you are answering from a Dharma point of view. We are not yet there. We are not going there at all. Yeah, Vijaya, you are right. It gives you security. If something is stable, it is always secure. You are right. That is how you should answer. That's right. Appreciate it. You feel secure. If something is stable, if your place is not moving, and you have put a number to your name, to your house, and just imagine that house goes somewhere like a boat, what would you do? Let's say you left home to work and you come back and you don't see the house. How insecure would that be? Have you ever thought that the house can go away? No. We remember the house. So we come back to the same road. We remember the office. Office is not going to change. It's exactly in the same place as you left it. The road has not changed. It's exactly in the place as you had traveled. Otherwise, where will the airplane land? If San Francisco were to be moving here, there, every moment, and then where will the plane land? Or if Bangalore were to be moving everywhere, or if, let's say, Chennai or any land area, land mass, were to be moving everywhere, now what would you do? So, like what Vijaya said, it makes secure. There is a security. If anything is stable, it should provide security. So we are secure. So now we can have a fire alarm system, we can have a collapsible door, we can have a security door, we can have a camera, we can have this, we can have that, because that house is stable. And nobody can carry the house. At the max, people can carry a furniture or some TV or some mobile phone or whatever they can, or a laptop, they can borrow, they can steal. But what about a house? Can they steal the house? They can't. That land, that building is going to be there. You can't carry it. Even if it's mobile home area, that house is stable. you have a caravan. So let's say somebody sitting in the caravan and then the caravan becomes pieces, like dust. Then what happens? It's not stable. If something is not stable, it's not secure. What else on earth? I'll come to Mangala's comment on Mother Earth later. Let's see what I've given two answers now. Yeah, Vijaya gave that security, otherwise I said, okay, why don't you feel secure? Do you feel insecure? I had asked you that question. Good that Vijaya put that security. Good. What else? Yes, Sario. That's in the last. Yes, you're going to process it. That's what Buddha says, perceives it as mine. So if something is secured and stable, what next will happen? What?
Earth element can be experienced using all the sense organs. Like I can see it, or you can smell it, or maybe you can taste it, you can feel it, like you can touch it.
No, Bobby. I'm sorry to say you're going tangential to what I'm asking.
Once it's stable, we feel I want that stability also.
No, I've already said it is stable, so there's nothing to be more explained on stable.
Sustenance, you'd want to sustain that for a longer time.
No,
We have to share it with everybody.
come on. No, Mangala, you are going too far.
I want to be Napoleon and Alexander.
Think, it's okay.
Gravitational force is there in Earth.
No, madam. If something is secured and stable, what does gravitation have to do with this? Yes, Arif. Demarcation. That also will happen, but later. Seems like today is going to be a silent session. Okay, go ahead. I don't mind waiting. Nice, it should be like this.
Just what is the question again? I got it.
Silence, so nice.
It's a permanent, we discussed actually, stable and permanent.
The stability will give you the permanent security, all that.
Hmm.
Yes, Mangala.
You have the sun and the moon, the stars, along with the earth.
Madam, you're little, I don't know what to say. Just like Bobby brought six senses, you are bringing now sun, moon, star, planets, constellations, all of that.
Right.
Madam, my question is, are you in fact answered it, if at all you think? If something is say, secured, if something is stable, what has moon, sun, star got to do with it? Like what Veena is saying, gravitational pull or something. Are you feeling gravitational pull? Meaning you sit in a toilet, you feel sucked inside the toilet. Or you're walking and suddenly earth will open up and you go inside. That's the gravitation pull. We should think what we are answering, otherwise it looks absurd. No, nothing to do with comfort. I think stable makes you comfort. What else is comfort? And Shreyas, we already covered security. I don't know what it means to be secure or security or whatever it is. It's same. If something is stable in life, see, you have a stable job. That's the reason we use the word stable. It's earth, doesn't shake.
Sir, because it is stable, we have something like upadana or attachment.
No, sir. I'm talking from a normal worldling. You are answering as though you are a Buddha. Because now we have heard this upadana, this, that, and six sense doors, everything. Now you are bringing everything up for a Puttujana. That poor guy will have to commit suicide now. You have normal people at your home. Are you going to, if somebody asks, are you on earth? What does he feel? He feels so happy about it because it's stable. He's coming back to the same house. Please understand this. You are also coming back to the same house. Do you worry about it? Have you ever worried that even if you leave your house for 6 months, 1 year, do you worry that the house would float away somewhere by the time you reach that place? No. Or you are going on a holiday. Do you fear that by the time you reach that place would have gone away somewhere?
So this then it is only what you answered. It's a happiness of a security what we are.
Yes, so the security is there, but what next in that? Let me answer. Otherwise, I think we all will be sitting like this, seeing each other forever. It's available.
Fooding and just propagating.
No, Baidyanath, what is fooding? I don't know whatever you're saying. It's nothing like that. So, if you have earth which is stable and secure, it's always available. It stays. It's available. So you construct a house, you buy a house, you buy a land, you buy properties, you buy cars, you buy whatever, right? Because it's available. If there was no availability, can you do that? It's available. It's always there. So basically, you use it for material construction. You conceive some idea, you conceptualize it, and you use the material. When you say material, it's the earth. You're taking the earth and you're making like an ornament, let's say, if it is gold. If you're making some plastic, polymers is made out of earth. So you change the chemical properties because earth is there. Okay, so you take out the fuel, you make a fuel from fossil because it's there. It's called fossil fuel. What we are taking as petrol, gasoline, is fossil fuel. It's there in the sea, it's there in the land, it's there everywhere. So wherever there's land, there is fossil, and wherever there's fossil, there's a fuel. So you do a refinery, you have aluminium, you have nickel, you have, what's that? You have diamonds, and then you have copper, silver. All this wouldn't have any value if it were not being there. So it's available. So and hence you can trade it. Is that you are making it mine? Obviously you will make it mine later because it's available. And when the consumption begins, it becomes short. So when there is shortage, you can make money. And money is available, right? So it's again made out of solid. You print notes, which is paper, and paper is coming from wood, and wood is solid again. And timber for constructing houses, cement, bricks. Why? It's available. And then the food chain. Then the animals we eat, they're made out of solid. So do you ever feel insecure of not being available? Then the fourth one, you don't lose coordinates, axis, like north, south, east, west, it's there. So coordinates are required. Otherwise you cannot function. Any question? Everywhere we have latitude, longitude. Why? Because it doesn't change. So when you want to construct a house, you look at coordinate. If you want to construct a building, you look at coordinate. If you want to build a bridge, a dam, airports or whatever, you have to look at the coordinates. There's magnetic north. That means it doesn't change. If the magnetic north were to change, no ship can actually sail, and no plane can take off and land. And in Indian thing, it's called Dhruva, means stable. So the star, which is called pole star in English, and Dhruva Tara in Indian languages, doesn't change. So the magnetic north is pole star. That doesn't change. If it changes, your compass will not run. It's gone. And all the navigational equipment's coordinates are gone. So instead of landing in San Francisco, the flight will land in Pacific Ocean. There's only difference between landing in San Francisco and Pacific Ocean, the coordinates. the latitude and longitude. What else? Let's see. Come on, use your technology brain. Don't be on Buddha Dhamma just thinking, oh, this is Patvi, this, that, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha, all that. Think. Think out of the box. You are so used to memorizing that now if I ask you anything, you'll go back to the sutta and tell me that. It's not. Yes. That will come later. Shape, color, structure. If anything is stated, then you can do whatever you want, right? I already said whatever you conceptualize is available, so you can do whatever you want. You can cut it, you can trim it, you can make it, you can color it, you can dye it, you can whatever. So tough, right? Good, good. See, Sutta
So
really,
concept of territory. So concept of territory and boundaries.
that's the next one, is
Okay.
you create boundary because it's available. Now you boundary, you create a boundary. This is, and you create boundary because it makes you mine. So you buy it. Basically, you conceptualize it and then bring a currency and then make it as yours. But anyway, that is far away. Like even Ravindra had indicated that, so that will come later. Before the boundary, there is something else. But there are many things before the boundary. I've said three things, or in fact, Vijaya said the second one. So it's 2:1. So Vijaya 1, Vilas 2. So let's see who else will answer. We have another 20 odd minutes left. I doubt we can finish Patavi today. And not the Patavi that Buddha is saying. Yes,
Title war.
what's that?
War. Fight.
Fight. What is fight got to do with?
To preserve our territory.
No. That is a separate thing. That is something else. I think you have gone away. Yeah, Mrityunjay, accept your thing about acquiring, right? Acquiring is a mental state. I'm talking about what is Patavi. War, what Baidyanath is also saying is a mental state. And you and what he's saying are both the same. Baidyanath is saying war, so acquire. And you are saying acquire. We're talking about stability. Then we spoke about security, availability. Harmony, energy, come on. I don't know. How does earth make you feel harmonious? In fact, we are the most disharmonious people as humans, as animals, as everything, because there is no harmony. We just use the word harmony. None of us are in any harmony. If that were to be true, then there won't be any divorce in the families. I didn't understand what is energy there. Yes, Mrityunjaya. Protect. Security is protection only. Yes, Aryu. Yeah, that is one of the result of that. That's what I'm saying, right? You can, I said about gold, silver, making this, making that. It's all part of that. It's available. We can come out with a lot of concepts.
Color.
Color is what? What color? Color is always, are you going to feel colorful?
Yeah, like all the characters or element can be perceived by some color.
What color? If the color was not a problem, there wouldn't have been any fights of color. We won't say you are discriminating me by color. No. I'm talking about like you feel secure, it's available. So you don't have any fear of losing. Like I'm saying, you left home and you came back, there was no house. Or you left your wife and she just got pulverized. Or your children, vaporized basically. Yes. Okay, yeah. Reliable is part of security only.
Sir, holding, accumulation.
Accumulation of what? It's always available, so it's only either surplus or shortage. That's the result of that. Yes, Mangala.
The earth is permanent, but everything else is changing and impermanent.
Now, when we start with Apo tomorrow or whenever we talk, you will also find that is permanent. The rivers are there, okay, the streams are there, ocean is there.
On earth, the human life is found.
Madam, all life forms are found on earth only. Why only human? Can't you see bird flying then? Can't you see insects? Can't you see butterfly? Can't you see trees and plants? Wow. Of all the years I spent on Dhamma, today is a most beautiful day. Silence. Otherwise, it used to be filled with questions, this, that. It's nice. Bobby, if you have earth, you can use it for whatever you want because it is stable. You can construct, you can. I also spoke about bridges, dams, houses, and everything. Hmm. Obviously, my dear friend, and hence you can create a boundary. Otherwise, you can't. Can you find a boundary on water? Only on land you can make boundary because it exists, it stays. If you put a boundary wall, it's not going to change. Yes. What? If you can't identify, I don't know what's the problem with you. If you can't identify your home, then you're having dementia. So you can identify, and then you have a boundary. If anything can be identified, like gold, you have identified, so you can do something about it. If you can't even identify, what will you do? Right? So there is by default an identification, and you can identify if something is solid. You can't identify if something is not solid. You can't identify something is moving. Can you identify something which is moving? It's so fast it's moving. Can you identify anything? No, you can't. No. I'm enjoying this time. Putting you in such a Shreyas, I think it's going far. I think the way you all are answering, it seems like, just guessing and putting something. Accessibility means what? If you have availability, then only it's accessible, right? Don't tell me only on land food by food can be grown, this can then we are going somewhere. All is part of earth only. Food is coming out of earth, undoubtedly. Animals are coming out of earth. Humans are coming from earth. The bridges, dams, to construction material, to cars, to whatever it is coming from earth. Cities are from on earth. It's not floating cities. There's a landmass. And hence you can construct, you can destruct, you can do whatever you want because it's there. If it is broken like 9/11 World Trade Center, it got pulverized, but they could again rebuild it, a new World Trade Center. Why? Creatures can get extinct. I don't know, Mangala, what to say to you. If-
It's very difficult actually.
think. So now you know what I feel. You're so used to my explanations and immediate, okay, here, tuck, and you're just listening. Now I put you on back foot. Now you answer, I will hear. Five more minutes left into the meeting. Go ahead, Harry. Don't worry, go ahead. If something is solid, only then you can hold it. Can you hold water? Can you hold air? No, you require. That's correct. You can hold it because it's available, it is stable, it is accessible, all that is there. That's correct. Then only you can hold it. You can hold your son because he's stable and he's fixed. He's not, his body is not falling apart, again coming back, falling apart, coming back. No, not at all happening that way. That's correct.
There's a usability of that because no matter how accessible it is, if it's not, if you can't do anything with it, it's of no use.
No, Shreyas, you are tangential on that. If something is stable, secure, available, what happens? Yes, Arya, you are raising your hand. Go.
you can enjoy it.
Changing and movement.
Madam, if it was changing and moving, then you would have been in fear. You already understood Buddha Dhamma.
Yeah.
So that is the problem, right? Just think, Mangala, you are a doctor. How did you do doctor? How did you complete your medicine if it was changing, where you wanted to cut a body and the body disintegrates by itself in small pieces? How scary it would have been.
Yeah.
So something is fixed, something is stable, something is there. Even after 10 years, you can go and do that. If you have a cadaver and you kept it in a deep refrigeration, you can take up the body and cut it. It's there. One more minute left, and I think we'll have to end today's call. We'll take it up tomorrow. Don't worry, we are done with the time.
Can you give us a hint?
I already gave you enough hint. I'm giving hint after hint, and I'm saying if it is something is stable, something is secure, something is available, what next? You're just giving me something, somebody says stars and moon and sun and gravitation, and then I don't know what all you want to, endurance, so many things, my God.
Is it reliable? No.
Reliability and security was a difference.
Yeah.
So yes, pleasant. You see what all is happening, pleasant. Now you say pleasant, unpleasant, and neither pleasant nor unpleasant. Okay, we are done. The time. No, Bobby, you again come back to the famous Buddha Dhamma's way of explaining form, rupa, all that. No, sorry. You are not seeing from a normal person's point of view. We are talking Puttujana. Yes, taken for granted. Yes, that is right answer. That's right answer. Yes, you take it for granted. Because if it is available, it should be taken for granted. That's true. Nice. Appreciate it, Shruti. You use some brain. Okay, so we have another meeting with myself, Ari, and another lady. So I and Ari will remain in this call, and you all can drop off, and we'll meet up tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.
Namo Buddhaya, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.